What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing some incredibly fun Spring Cup battles submitted to the channel by Roseandlil, who's running a Shundo Slowpoke, Slowbro and Slowking all on the same team. This trainer does have a YouTube channel by the name of Slowpoke the Goat Pokey, which might explain the wacky team comp. Now there are so many threats to these Pokemon in the meta, Trevenant, Ferrothorn, Lanturn, Jellicent, etc, but they were still able to pull off some crazy wins, beating these Pokemon in the process. Now a quick disclaimer, these battles are at rank 20, so some of the opponents may not be using double moved Pokemon, or may make misplays here and there, but don't click off the video just yet. I can assure you that these battles are very entertaining and that Roseandlil played to a much higher standard than their rank would suggest, but they clearly enjoy running meme teams over meta. With that being said, let's get into the question of the day. What's the best Pokemon family that has a split evolution line? So for example, the Slowpoke family being able to evolve from Slowpoke into either a Slowbro or a Slowking. Let me know in the comment section down below, and with that being said, let's get into the battles now. Alright, so going into the first battle, we are leading into a Pelipper and we are running Confusion on the Slowpoke, so I'd imagine it's a fairly neutral matchup. The opponent goes straight for a Weather Ball, not even farming to the Hurricane, so we can safely let it go through. They now swap into a Charm Alolan Ninetales. We're going to go straight for that Water Pulse, grabbing a shield and then swapping into our Slowbro. We are running Water Gun on the Slowbro, so that is interesting to note. Going to shield this charge move here, and it is a Psyshock. It is resisted, but honestly these charms are chunking quite a bit. We go for that Surf. Surf grabs the final shield from the opponent, and we will barely make it to one final Surf against this Alolan Ninetales, and with the Water Gun damage we're able to take them out and take switch advantage. Gonna come in with our Slowpoke once again, the opponent once again just going for that Weather Ball. We can let it go through, and then we are going to be able to barely not reach it to the charge move, so we do swap out in time, and I do like that play, not getting fully farmed down here. And now we come in, we go for the Confusion farm down, still not able to get the farm down. The opponent goes for yet another Weather Ball. They now come in with a Quilladin, a Pokemon that I have not seen in Pokemon Go for quite some time. We're going to shield up the Body Slam, and we have now made it to the Fire Blast, and Fire Blast will easily one-shot the Quilladin, grabbing the screenshot on the way out as well, and we take that game. Into the next game, we see a Lanturn in the lead. Oh my gosh, how on earth are we supposed to be a Lanturn with this team? We need a miracle here. Gonna go for that Psyshock, and hopefully they run like Hydro Pump or something. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens here. Gonna let the move go through. The opponent baits with a Surf, and now they are gonna go for another charge move. Are they just running Surf? No, they go for the Thunderbolt. They do take out the Slowpoke here, but it's not looking too good for us considering they did shield that first move. We're now gonna shield the next charge move here, and it's another Surf bait. So this opponent realizes that we are incredibly weak to the Lanturn, and they are going to keep it in, double shield their Lanturn. That is not ideal. We get to the charge move, but we choose to over farm here. I like this play, and now we will be able to shield, get the Confusion farm down. We're going to go for the Fire Blast. No, we swap out and we come into the Slowbro here. I don't know why we didn't go for that Fire Blast there, but anyways, they go for the Dazzling Gleam that does so much damage. They now come in with Fire Fang Marwile, but at least we do have Water Gun, so we can hit for nice neutral damage. The Surf does big damage. It's a simultaneous KO, and now we can go for that Fire Blast up against the Ninetales. Fire Blast takes out the Ninetales, grabbing another screenshot on the way out, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we see a Water Gun Lapras, so this should be a pretty good matchup for us here. We will resist everything. The opponent gonna have to farm all the way to a Skull Bash to deal any meaningful damage, and I don't think this is enough energy, so we will correctly no shield it. It is just the Surf, and now we get to a Psyshock. It's a CMP tie, but we can tank another Surf very comfortably, and we will do so. I'm gonna get off this Psyshock here. We've already grabbed a shield. Psyshock will go unshielded, and we should be able to Confusion farm them down. We're barely not able to, so we are now going to finally use a shield in this matchup, and we will come out with very close to a Psyshock loaded. They come in with Tentacruel, Very interesting choice here. Maybe they are incredibly weak to the confusion damage, so we swap into our Slowking. Once again, not getting farmed down. Gonna shield here. It is just an acid spray. Unfortunately, they lower our defense, and they will make it to another acid spray before we get the confusion farm down. But we're gonna come out with so much energy loaded. They come in with a Lanturn, and that is unfortunate because we go for the Fire Blast here. It doesn't do much damage, and I think they are actually running... Is that Charge Beam? That is not great for the Lanturn. You should definitely run Spark if you do run Lanturn. And here we're going to see this will do quite a lot of damage to our Slowbro. They're actually running Thunder. That does even more damage. We will barely make it to the Surf in time, but I don't think Surf is going to be enough to take them out. It's not enough, but one Confusion takes them out because they were running Charge Beam and not the Spark there, and we do end up taking that game. So that was crazy. I know, of course, that Lanturn wasn't running the right moves, but it was still crazy to beat yet another Lanturn with this team. But into this game here, we led into a Poliwrath, great matchup, but they come in with a Razor Leaf Venusaur, not very good for our triple water team, but we do at least hit for big super effective damage, and they only barely take us out. We even snipe them with the water gun there before they get off a charge move. They come in with a Charm Togekiss, gonna go for that Surf here, and we grab the shield from the opponent. They go for the farm down, and we get to another Surf up against this Togekiss, and Surf will be enough to take out the Togekiss. We come back in with the Slowpoke, going straight for the Side Shock. Side Shock takes out Poliwrath, and we take that game. Into next game, we see a Galarian Rapidash in the lead. Gonna swap into our Water Gun Slowbro. The opponent goes straight for a Body Slam here. Not gonna farm to a potential Mega Horn, so that's good for us. We can let it go through. And it looks like we've now got like a full water moveset, which is interesting. We're gonna let the next Body Slam go through as well. Go for a Surf. Surf grabs the shield from the opponent, and at this point, the opponent's gonna have to throw another charge move here. Otherwise, we would get to a Surf. We're actually gonna shield the Body Slam at this point, and now we will get off the Surf. And does the opponent want to use another shield? No, they do let it go down, so we regain switch advantage. We see another Togekiss, so we're going to come in with our Slowpoke, go straight for the Side Shock, unfortunately throwing on alignment, it looks like. But we do grab a shield from the opponent, and the opponent swaps into a Pelipper, so we're going to respond with our Slowking. The opponent going to go straight for a Weather Ball, once again not farming up to the potential Hurricane, so we can let this go through. Gonna let the next Weather Ball go through as well. Gonna go for the farm down. We're not able to get it, so we will now use a shield. But we've got so much loaded energy here, and we go straight for that Fire Blast. Surf would take them out, but Fire Blast will easily take out the Togekiss, and we take that game. Very interesting cropping here. We're like ending the battles just before the final blow, but that's fine. Gonna lead into a Ferrothorn. The opponent's gonna go for a Mirror Shot. They get the attack debuff, so we're gonna swap into our Slowking, and once again going for another Mirror Shot. Are they single moved here? Why are you not going for your Power Whip, or at least Thunder or something? I don't know, this is very strange. They go for yet another Mirror Shot. Gonna go for another Mirror Shot. Come on, opponent. Double move your Pokemon, or at least if you're running a single move Ferrothorn, run Power Whip. But we're going to go for that Fire Blast. We take out the Ferrothorn there. They come in with a Venusaur, and we do make it to a Surf in time. We just nuked one Grass type. The opponent is certainly scared of that happening again, so they end up shielding the Surf. We now go for a Side Shock, grabbing the final shield from the opponent. And at this point, we are going to shield here, and we should be able to Confusion farm them down. No, we're not able to, so we're gonna have to double shield. And the opponent only running Sludge Bomb, not Frenzy Plant. They come in with a Sylveon, so we will go for the Water Pulse. Water Pulse does some decent damage, honestly not that much damage. We're going to go straight for the Surf here, and Surf will be enough damage to take out the Sylveon, and we should just be able... Wait, did we take out the Venusaur there? I'm not really sure. I guess we did, because that battle ended. Into the next battle, we see a Celebi in the lead. Bit tricky here, but at least they're not running Magical Leaf or whatever the other grass fast move it runs. Wait, does it? Or does it run like Charge Beam? Yeah, okay, I guess this is the only grass type fast move it has, but luckily for us, they are running Confusion anyway, so we will shield this Seed Bomb. We saw it does some decent damage, but honestly, we can at least tank one, and we will have to tank one, because I don't imagine we want to double shield so early on, but we will get to a Surf here, and I'd imagine with a few more Water Guns, we should be able to fast move, farm them down before they get to another charge move, which is exactly what happens. They come in with a Jellicent, but at least there is a Bubble Jellicent, so it's going to be very hard for them to farm us down here. We might even make it to another Surf. Yes, we do. And this, even though it's resisted, it will get them into the yellow health already. We come in with our Slowpoke, and we're actually going to shield here. Very interesting decision here. I'm going to go straight for the Side Shock, but we still have enough health where I don't think they're going to be able to bubble farm us down. So let's see. No, the opponent is not able to do so, so they end up throwing their energy, and they do throw a Shadow Ball. So we come in with the Slowbro once again. They've got Ferrothorn, but this time it's a Metal Claw Ferrothorn. So what on earth? We're going to let the charge move go through. Obviously got no shields. Power Whip does big damage, but the fast move is resisted, and we do make it to the Fire Blast, and Fire Blast takes out the Ferrothorn, and we take that game. And now we've actually got some bonus battles here. Still running the Hundo Slowpoke, but we've got Venusaur and a Party Hat Bulbasaur in the back. So very fun team comp here once again. I don't think this Bulbasaur is fully powered up, but that's fine. The opponent swaps into a Dugong. We're going to let this Icy Wind go through, and we might even tank a second Icy Wind and then swap into our Bulbasaur. I think that's what we're going to do here. So we let the second one go through. I like this play, tanking the resisted damage before swapping into the Bulbasaur and being able to take out this Dugong. So we go for the Seed Bomb. It doesn't take them out, but one more Vine Whip does. We don't even tank that Ice Shard damage either. And now we are going to let this move go through. I'd assume we live this. No, we don't live it. Unfortunately, we come straight back in with the Slowpoke. I would have liked to see us wait out our switch clock a little bit longer than that, but that's fine. Gonna let this move go through, put it all on the Venusaur here. This is a bit risky. We don't know what they've got in the back, but we will shield the potential overheat, and it is an overheat, so that's a great shield. They've got, wait, was that a Razor Leaf? They've got a Kartana in the back, so nice spice from the opponent, but unfortunately Kartana throwing these double resisted Razor Leaves, it's just not going to be enough damage up against the Venusaur. We can shield here and probably Vine Whip farm them down to take this game here. So yeah, we're actually going to choose not to throw any energy, take them out with the Vine Whip and take that game. Into next battle, we see a Jellicent in the lead, so we're going to instantly swap into our Bulbasaur. The opponent hasn't thrown their energy yet, so we go for a Seed Bomb. They're also not swapping out, so I'd imagine we do shield this up, and it could be a Shadow Ball. It is the Shadow Ball, so good shield. They swap into Galarian Rapidash. We're going to go for the Sludge Bomb here. Do they know? Do they respect the damage? No, and we just one-shot a Pokemon with a 1000 CP Bulbasaur. That's insane. They come in with a Razor Leaf, a Abomasnow. Gonna go for the Sludge Bomb. We grab the shield from the opponent. Unfortunately, not able to get to another charge move here, but that's fine. We'll come in with the Venusaur, and we should be able to shield this and just barely outpace him to the Sludge Bomb up against this Abomasnow. It's actually a CMP tie, which we do end up winning, so that's great. Sludge Bomb takes out Abomasnow, and we're actually going to come in with the Slowpoke for some reason. I guess maybe we're thinking they might run Ice Beam, I don't know. Shadow Ball comes through, we live it, we take a screenshot because we did tank a Shadow Ball, I guess, and now we will make it to the Frenzy Plant in time, and Frenzy Plant will easily take out the Jellicent, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we see Alola Ninetales in the lead. This is where we want to see it, especially when they are running Powder Snow, and they do just go for the charge move straight away. Weather Ball is resisted, we can easily tank that. And we're just going to tank another Weather Ball too. No reason to shield here. Gonna go for the Side Shock, and Side Shock will do some nice damage to this Ninetales, and the opponent does let it go through. So it looks like we're just going to fully Confusion farm them down, let yet another Weather Ball go through, and we will come out with a Side Shock loaded. They come in with Ferrothorn. We go for a Water Pulse here, and then I imagine we will swap into our Venusaur up against this Ferrothorn, and the opponent going to go for a charge move. I don't think that's enough for a Flash Cannon yet. It is just a Power Whip that's double resisted, so we easily tank that. We now go for a resisted Sludge Bomb, but it is more energy efficient than going for the double resisted Frenzy Plants. Gonna let another Power Whip go through, go for the Sludge Bomb here once again, and this should do some nice damage, and it will put them into range where we should be able to just go straight for a Frenzy Plant here. Gonna let this move go through once again, yet another Power Whip. We will now go for the Frenzy Plant, and the opponent's still staying in here. The opponent actually ends up shielding, so we swap into our Bulbasaur. Gonna let this move go through once again, and what do they have in the back? We should be able to farm them down. The opponent actually just concedes the match there, so they were clearly weak to Bulbasaur in the back, and we take that game. But into the next battle, we see Abomasnow. It's actually Razor Leaf, so we stay in initially thinking it's a fairly good matchup, but then we swap out into the Bulbasaur, go for a Sludge Bomb up against this Galarian Weezing. They haven't farmed to the Overheat, so we will let the Brutal Swing go through. And we barely don't make it to the Sludge Bomb in time. We have to shield here as it is a CMP tie, and Bulbasaur, as you'd imagine, doesn't have the highest attack stat, so we lose the CMP tie, go for a Sludge Bomb, and the opponent is going to be forced to throw their energy here. We actually choose not to throw straight away. Interesting play. Gonna shield the Brutal Swing, go for yet another Sludge Bomb, and at this point, the opponent does shield, so we swap back into the Slowbro, or Slowpoke, sorry. The opponent gets to a charge move, but it's just going to be a Weather Ball, which we live with our water typing. So we now go for the Psyshock. Psyshock does some decent damage. They're able to Razor Leaf farm us down, but we should be able to come in with the Venusaur, farm down the Abomasnow. No, actually we come in with the Bulbasaur for some reason, giving them a little bit of extra energy, and now they do make it to another Weather Ball. It's super effective damage, but unfortunately, yeah, it does quite a lot there. But they come in with Lanturn. We are going to go for the Frenzy Plant. Does big damage up against Lanturn. Once again, another Charge Beam Lanturn. They do swap out there. I'm not sure if they're at a Surf already. We take out the Weezing, and we take out the Lanturn, and we take that game. And into the final battle, leading into a Walrein with Frost Breath. Interesting. They're now going to swap into a Hisuian Electrode, and it's a pretty good matchup, although these Wild Charges are really going to do a lot of damage. A second Wild Charge will pretty much take us out, so we do actually have to shield in this matchup. And now we will be able to go for the Frenzy Plants. They are quad debuffed in their defense, so even resisted Frenzy Plant will easily take them out. We get to another Frenzy Plant up against this Electrode. The opponent chooses to double shield. We're also going to double shield here, and we will be able to make it to one final Frenzy Plant in time, but the opponent swaps out and snipes with their Walrein. Very nice play. Icicle Spear takes out the Walrein. We come in with the Slowpoke. Gonna go for the Psyshock here, and we should just be able to Confusion farm them down. Frost Breath, very slow energy generation, so I don't think they're at an Earthquake already, and it is just the Icicle Spear, so we let it go through, and we're able to Confusion farm them down. Now we're going for a Water Pulse up against this Caracosta, sorry. They do farm us down here, but we come in, we got double super effective Vine Whip damage. The opponent gets to a charge move, and it's an Ancient Power that does a lot of damage. They come in with their Hisuian Electrode. We get off the Sludge Bomb, take them out there, and we're able to Vine Whip, farm them down, and take that game. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and as well, don't forget to respond to the question of the day if you haven't done so already. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And with that being said, let's get into the shoutouts from my previous video. So firstly, we got your Voltorb Pokemon who says Darmanitan Ice with Powder Snow. Overheat literally one-shots Shadow Swampert in the Great League, however Ice Fang could still be viable in fast move beatdown teams. And honestly, Galarian Darmanitan has some of the best charge moves in the game. I think it's got Avalanche, Overheat and Superpower, and just imagine if it could get to those charge moves reliably with a fast move like Powder Snow. That would just be absolutely crazy, and I would love to use it. Next we got Krishant Chetri who says Pheromosa needs a faster charging move like Counter. With Counter, Pheromosa will have a great play in GBL. Unfortunately, I don't think it learns Counter in the main series games, but it does at least learn Double Kick, so that would certainly make it a lot easier, a lot more consistent to run, and you will actually get to those charge moves in Lunge and Close Combat, and that is a incredibly deadly combination. So yeah, I definitely think that would really help it out. Next we got Sanduranga Siriwar Dana who says, not really the most attack weighted Pokemon, but a breaking swipe on Salamence would be cool, and this would be awesome, because like Rayquaza, it is not really the best Pokemon, it's not that usable, but it does have access to Fire Blast, so it's got that tech nuke move to hit for super effective damage up against those steel types, and also hit for massive neutral damage against the fairies. So then giving it Breaking Swipe, an actual bait move that guarantees to lower the opponent's attack, would just be an amazing combination. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.